Yes, welcome to my first ever real world race. I'm so excited, but am I even going to survive? That is the question, because the Mazdas be dangerous. We're starting here in P5 out of P10 grid start. Oh, it's a good start. It's a rocket start, but then... yeah, I forgot to put that in gear, maybe. Amateur mistake, and we're going to lose positions left, right. No, all my positions I did in qualifying. All of that hard work. We're going to come into turn 1 here, and we're going to be in P8. We lost 3 positions off the start. Such a pleb move. Now, you got the track map there on the right-hand side, the top right. Remember, yesterday was my first ever track day. Today is my first ever race, so we are learning quickly. Make sure you go and check out the video of my first track day after you've seen this. But this race is going to be intense. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the best races. This is more exciting than any F1 race I've seen this year. So what we're going to do, look, the guy on the left-hand side, he's struggling there on the gear change on the way down. How's he going to be on the exit? Oh, the car's hopping around. He's looking in the mirror, but we're going to have you, son. There we go. I think it was his turn to get the bad gear change. How are the turns of turns? You know this very right. We're coming in here to this hairpin. I'm a little bit ginger on the way in because we were sitting on the grid for quite a long time. So I know everything is going to be cold, and I need to dig deep now because I'm looking a bit stupid. I really am looking like the amateur who's never raced a car before. You know, the person coming from sim racing. And I want to prove to myself, I want to prove for you, actually, for my viewers, that I can actually be competent at this and do this. But right now we've been thoroughly incompetent, so we need to improve. Going down the home straight, we've already lost a lap. And you can see there was a overtake going on ahead. I'm going to let you know about some of the characters we're going to be racing against here. These are drivers from all over the world. One of them is Frank. He looks a bit like Jason Momoa with his sunglasses, and he will send it at every opportunity. We also have JG, who has a green helmet. You see, these are going to be big characters in this race. But what I've got to do right now is catch up. You see, first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, sixth place, and then we're in P7. Remember, the top 3 drivers were very quick in qualifying. There were quite a few tenths ahead of me, not more than the second, but tenths ahead of me. And then where I was, there was a pack of drivers that we were very close. I think hundreds of a second separating our qualifying times, which is very close considering that these are, you know, not the newest cars, and it is a relatively long circuit for these cars, a 1 minute 33 lap. We're trying to see if we can now push the braking zone here into this hairpin, can we? And try and catch up. You see the driver ahead also getting screwed. Oh, a little bit of contact there, I think, between the 2 cars ahead. So yeah, they're going side by side and battling, and look how much we're caught up now. In fact, he's got a bad gear change in. I'm going to pull out, but there's another driver here almost effectively blocking me. Now, I thought at this point, if I remember, I thought he was waving or something, but actually now I think about it, he's probably moving his mirror. Because what a send though. That's Frank. That's Frank all day long, just adjusting the mirror and sending it. And I should have really noted that hairpin line, but we're going to go up the inside here. Can we get the move done? There we are in the silver car. Yes, we're side by side, and we're up into P6, into the very fast 90-mile-an-hour approach into turn 1. There we are, and now we've got to deal with Frank ahead of us, and then ahead of him we've got JG. JG's a American motor journalist who has actually written an article about this whole event, which I will link in the description. Please do go and check it out. Now we're catching Frank here. In fact, our rate of progress since our abysmal start has been not too bad. Frank either goes defensive or goes for a big old send, knowing Frank it's a send. Yes, it is. What a move, by the way. What a move that is. Kamui Kobayashi will be proud. And now, can I get past JG? I'm kind of... oh, there's, I think, a bad gear change by Frank. Now we're sort of side by side. Am I going to send it up the inside? No, not really. I'm just sort of loitering. It's not really a good position. Oh, in fact, oh my word, so close to making contact. So close to making contact there. Wow, oh my word. But Frank has got ahead of us again, and we're going to have a great battle in this race. I really do mean it. By the way, please make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like button as well. It really means the world to me. That's it. Oh, whoa, Frank. What a move again in the last corner, and blocks JG with the bundar of his car. And in fact, that's going to help us out. JG was so compromised, but I don't think my gear change is great. I'm going to go for it anyway. Here we go. Up the inside of JG. Can we make it stick? Going into the braking zone side by side. I'm going to be narrow. Yes, just about. Wow, I'm happy with myself there. Being committed onto that very sketchy entry sort of part of the corner there where you have to get the car unsettled and then use mentoring it bound. Frank here hasn't had the best exit, maybe a fluff gear change. I'm going to follow in through here. I'm going to loiter and think about maybe going on the inside, but Frank goes defensive, so I noted that. He goes defensive. We'll take a slightly wider line and see what happens on the exit. Oh, I think I messed up the gear change again. So these little amateur mistakes, they are costing me. You can see how so much of driving at this level is about doing the basics well before you can think about doing some absolutely mad lines. And Frank again goes a little bit defensive. That will compromise him on the exit. But how are we going to be on the exit? It's a decent run. Up into third gear. And you can see we just get past him. We're going to go down into fourth gear. But where is Frank? What is Frank going to do? Where is he? And you hear squealing. And that squealing is Frank with an insane move there up the inside. What a move. Look how much grip he found on the inside. We are going to be... Oh, so let me know in the comments if you know what happened there while we all came to a stop. But unfortunately, it's massively compromised me. JG gets past. And look how many drivers are after me. I'm the first silver car here with the pink headlights. Everyone is after us. So it's really compressed. This is the battle for P4. And there's about 85 cars involved. But here we go into the S's. Can I get a run on JG? There's only really one line through here, you can see. And it's a very fast for these cars and technical section. So you'd have to be insane, frankly, to try and overtake over the... You'd have to be on the dirt, essentially. But let's see what we can do now. How JG can... JG's car had some slightly different gearing, which he talks about in his article. So it means that we were nicely balanced in different areas. We're going to try... Frank's had another bad gear change. And I think that's really allowed JG to profit there. I'm going to try and go up the inside this time. Can we get it done this time? A little bit later on the brakes. Bleeding off the brakes earlier, going a little bit deeper. And yes, we get the move done on Frank. Nice, nice, nice. We're back up to P5. And we've got JG in our sights. So we're pretty much similar to where we were last lap, right? But let's see what we do. See, we're approaching JG at the end of the spray. But then his gearing comes into effect. Is Frank going to send up the inside again? I'm listening. Yes, he does. That puts down to P6. But are we going to get past him pretty simply? We should be able to up into gear 3 and then going to go down into gear 4 at about 7,000 RPM. So we do get that position back. But look who it's helped. It's helped JG out massively here. So again, he's eked out a bit more time. As you can see, oh my word, Frank out of nowhere. I just did not expect that move at all. I don't know how Frank was able to get that done on the brakes in such a technical part of the track, but there we go. But this time I'm going to try and hang it. No, can't quite get past him. I'll have to sit and bide my time. Are we going to send it here on the entry, or are we going to wait on the exit? I think we'll wait on the exit, because have a look how defensive Frank has gone. Can I get the gear? No, I can't. I was in the wrong gear. I was in gear 3, so again another unforced error there has really compromised me, because if I was in second gear there for the exit, I'm sure it would have been a really nice move. Can we send it on Frank here? No, not going to be able to send it on Frank, but we might be able to get something done on the exit, possibly. And by the way, I'd learned so much from looking at my telemetry with the VBox Motorsport people that organised this race for us, that I was just able to know where I needed to be on the throttle earlier, and that corner was a particular one that we got on throttle really early. Get up the inside of Frank this time. We stay a little bit more defensive, so I don't think he's going to be able to cut us up this time. And you can see me looking on the mirrors on my right hand side. So there we go. This time we get through the last corner without Frank sending it on us. You can see we're already on lap 7. Are we going to be able to catch JG? Where is Frank? You can see me nervously looking at the mirrors, coming here about 90 miles an hour. And you can hear the tyre squeal. You can see me look a little bit alarmed, because yes, you guessed it, it's Frank, the man who will send it from absolutely anywhere. You've got to respect it. But this time, I'm like, no, this time I'm going to get ahead of you into the S's, and then you will have to follow me, sir. So we just go up the inside there. Am I going to go defensive into this hairpin here? Not really. So what does that mean? Does Frank send it? Oh, yes, but I get a tank step. In fact, we go off the track here. We hit the tyres. We hit the tyres. And we come back. I don't know how we were able to really keep that out. I remember vividly when I went off the track there, I was like, I'm going to hit the tyres here, and I think I'm going to get stuck. But somehow the rear-wheel drive Mazda, the plucky Mazda, was able to just help me get out of trouble. But that's really cost us a lot of time relative to JG. I mean, JG is just strolling away into the sunset. By the way, do you like these race? Do you want more of these race videos? Let me know if you want more. Make sure you subscribe, please. I know so many of you are. Really makes my day. And there, Frank takes a very different line, which is more akin to the qualifying line, actually. And we're going to go on to lap 8. Are we going to be able to get this done? We will see. I think that was a sign saying 1 more lap to go. This is the last lap, everyone. This is it. There's going to be no more second chances. And we're in P6 and we qualified P5. And I reckon the P4 is on for our pace. Frank goes a little bit wide. Are we going to be able to send it here? It's a nice run. We're going to be properly in the slipstream. Maybe a little bit earlier again. Oh, we're leaving it late. Trying to go alongside into the S's like I said we shouldn't. And I think we're just about ahead here as we sweep across. So where is Frank? Is he going to send it? Is he going to send it? Where's Frank? There he is. He's gone ahead on the last lap, but we're going to try and get past now. Oh, it's the cutback. And we send the signal because we frankly had some of the best racing I think I've ever been involved in, whether in karting or sim racing. Can we get JG though? Can we get JG? What if JG makes a mistake? A P4, considering that we were by far the slowest driver at the start of this whole weekend. We were well off the pace. I mean like 6 seconds off the pace. A P4 would be magnificent. We'll have to see. Here we go. It's the last corner. Oh, we did catch, I think, which does bode well. So there is going to be another video coming up because we were here for 3 races. This is race 1. So make sure you look out for race number 2. But that is a P5 in the end of my first ever race. And I feel very, very proud of that. I feel I had a great race, great battling, great respect. And frankly, I just want to race more. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you watch this other video right here of how this whole weekend started. If you haven't done it, watch it, watch it, watch it. And I'll see you next time.